Wow. You weren't kidding about this collection of notes, huh? Talk about food for thought.
We're really diving deep into the Japanese mind today,
Definitely diving deep.
especially someone with like a real drive for efficiency and learning,
Yeah,
ready to unlock some secrets.
absolutely. This is going to be fascinating, I think. It's a really unique perspective on things like work, communication, self-improvement.
I'm ready. Let's unpack it.
Yeah.
So we're starting with this phrase A,
Okay.
which literally means like thinking things, but it's more than just a to-do list, right? This feels like a whole philosophy,
Right,
like a
yeah.
framework for questioning everything.
Yeah,
And one thing that jumps out right away is this focus on self-awareness.
absolutely.
The writer even says A, which basically means look in the mirror.
It's about challenging your own assumptions,
Yeah,
right? There's a strong sense of personal responsibility here, like a think for yourself kind of attitude.
Yeah.
It's not about letting like your job or family or anything define you. It's about how you think, how you act. That's so interesting because that's where it gets really complex. The writer talks about self-discovery and how communication is all about self-expression, but they also challenge the typical way we think about things like even work or how we spend our free time.
totally. And you see that think for yourself idea in how they view work too. Like there's this one part where they ask, CNSCO,
Okay.
which translates roughly to how do they even monitor remote work?
Mhm.
And it's deeper than just privacy concerns. It's about the motivations behind the rules, right?
Yeah.
It's like, why are things done this way? What's the logic?
I'm seeing a theme here.
Yeah,
This is really about breaking free from what society expects and just focusing on your own personal growth.
yeah.
There's even this line that really stood out to me. It says gender, age, husband, child, wife, it's all irrelevant.
Wow.
Like those labels don't define who you are.
It's getting to the core of what matters, right? Stripping away those external layers.
Yes. And they keep asking those tough questions. Like there's another part that says, which is, why do we even gather and play on weekends?
It's interesting.
It's like they're challenging those ingrained habits we have.
It makes you think about why you do things, right?
Yes. Like, is it actually fulfilling or am I just going along with what everyone else does?
It's about being honest with yourself, I think.
Yeah. So we've got this mindset, self-discovery, questioning assumptions, knowing your motivations.
Right.
But how does that actually work in real life? How does it affect how they see like technology or learning or even just relationships?
Okay, well, that's a great question. And luckily, we're about to find out because this person has some really interesting thoughts on how we use tech, especially for personal growth, and how it changes the way we connect with each other.
Okay, let's get into it. So we're really seeing how this Rin mindset, this idea of always questioning and reflecting, plays out when it comes to technology. And from these notes, it's clear this person is tech savvy.
Oh, yeah, definitely. They're all about using their phone, computer, all of it to learn super quickly,
Yeah.
which makes sense, right? It plays into that whole efficiency thing. Like they even say, like, basically, the good thing about the internet is you can learn so much so fast.
It's like they see it as this huge opportunity, all that knowledge just there,
Totally.
and they're not afraid to just dive right in.
Exactly. And you know, it's interesting. They seem to really embrace those moments where they get stuck, those mistake moments.
The hiccups.
Exactly. But they don't see them as failures. It's more like, okay, unexpected detour, time to adapt.
Which I gotta say is so important these days, you know? It's so easy to get frustrated when things don't work perfectly in the digital world, especially because it feels like everything moves so fast.
For sure. But honestly, those are often the times we learn the most.
Totally. And that goes right back to that one philosophy, right? Always learning, always improving.
100%. This person, they're not afraid to make mistakes because it's all part of the process.
They're not just consuming information either, they're sharing it. There's this whole part about how smartphones are actually really powerful tools for teaching others, face to face even.
Oh, tell me more about that. That's an interesting take.
Yeah, they even say, Koya, remember smartphones. They're super useful for teaching others about everyday things, face to face.
It's almost like they're challenging this idea that technology